Welcome to Builder Information Systems Video Learning Center. This tutorial is an overview on the time and materials billing process. The new time and materials billing functionality in Builder Information System provides additional flexibility by offering a convenient alternate method for accounts receivable billing. In addition to its customary use, the time and materials billing process may at times be used for service-related business to which the total billing includes a markup for materials, parts, inventory sales, labor, along with a percentage markup or fixed amount to cover overhead costs and a profit factor. Time and materials may also be used as a project billing method and may also be used when the full scope of the project is not well understood or defined. For most consulting arrangements, a customer and a service provider typically start working together on a time and materials basis. Once the project is scoped and well defined, the project may be billed using milestone billing or some other form of fixed billing. Additional new features have been added, including employee labor rate classifications and the ability to have job-specific labor rate classifications for billing. There is also an expanded per diem functionality that allows for job and classification-specific per diem allowances and a job-specific billing rate multiplier in addition to time and materials markup features. These features will be covered in other training tutorials. Let's get started. First, using My Desktop, select the Jobs link in the white area of the Job Cost module, or by going to Job and Jobs in the menu. When the screen appears, enter or select a job record. Now select the new Time and Materials tab added to the Job Master Record screen. To utilize the time and materials billing functionality, the Job Master Record must first be set as a time and materials job on the provided T&M tab. Note that in addition to the initial setting, there are fields for setting a cap amount, a cap hours, along with markup percentages for labor, materials, subcontract, other, and equipment. One very notable piece of information to keep in mind here. For material, subcontract, other, and equipment, the markup is a cost markup. However, the labor markup functions as a billing markup if you're using any other form of labor billing rate. The markup is applied to the billing rate. Included on the new Time and Materials tab is an overhead and profit area with 3 markup settings. These markups are added at the end of the time and materials invoice and may be a percent or fixed amount and allows you to affix a markup title to accompany the value generated. These optional fields may be used to include additional charges to the T&M invoices. Included in the latest update is a new labor rate classification master record, which allows for an extensive library of labor classifications with pay rates, billing rates, and a per diem daily rate. The labor rate classification master record may be accessed by selecting the link in the white area of the My Desktop Payroll module or by going to List and Labor Rate Classifications. In turn, an employee's default labor and billing rates may be overridden with a new labor rate classification by selecting the desired classification on the Default tab of the employee's master record. Also, rate classifications may be changed on the fly when entering payroll. Also included now is a new job-specific billing rates functionality that allows you to tailor classification billing rates and their per diem rates to individual jobs. This is provided on the Payroll tab in the Job Master Record. The new billing rates functionality allows the user to select classifications from the library of labor rate classifications and then edit the individual billing and per diem rates for the classifications. Note, a job-specified classification rate will supersede the selected rate classification in the employee's master record. The time and materials billing functionality uses a new time and materials invoice found by selecting the link in the white area of the My Desktop Accounts Receivable module or by going to Transactions, Customer Invoices and selecting the time and materials invoice. At the Time and Materials invoice, note the top of the screen you have Main, Records, Invoice, Process, and History. On the main screen, enter or select a T&M job and the date. The job and customer and status information will populate the screen. Once costs are incurred to the job up to the invoice date in the form of AP invoices for material, subcontract, and other, or equipment costs entered through the equipment module, and labor posted to the job in payroll or as job cost adjustments, those costs will appear available for tagging in the T&M invoice process. Inventory sales items accompanying the job may be entered in the inventory sales area below. Once tagged, the cost information is available in a report form by selecting Reports at the top of the screen. A draft of the T&M invoice form may be reviewed by selecting Invoice at the top. The top of the invoice form provides general information: invoice, customer, job, status, followed by a summary area broken down by amounts for labor, material, subcontracts, other direct costs, and equipment costs, along with subtotal information at the bottom that includes discount, freight, taxable amount, sales tax, and profit and overhead if applicable. Page 2 of the draft form provides the itemized cost information. The T&M invoice form has the options to print, export using the export tool, or send as an email attachment. These functions are available in the Forms toolbar at the top. When the T&M invoice is ready to post, select Process at the top, and on the Process screen, enter the desired invoice date. The Process button will become available to complete the process. Notes may be added by clicking the Notes button and entering any additional information as needed. Click the Process button to complete the transaction. A prompt will appear. Do you want to create a new invoice? Click Yes. A second prompt, an ATM invoice in the amount of, prompt will appear. Click OK. A Do you want to preview the invoice prompt will appear next. Click Yes to view the completed invoice. As with the T&M invoice draft, the completed invoice may be printed, exported using the Export Tool function, or emailed as an attachment. Selecting History at the top allows you to select and preview previous invoices, or delete invoices if needed. In doing so, the needed reversing entries are made automatically. For additional information on the new labor rate classifications and the new per diem functionalities, please refer to their training tutorials.